calling it the most significant progress against the opioid crisis in U.S. history. The White House announced drug overdose deaths dropped nearly 17% in the year ending this past July. That's according to preliminary figures released by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
When President Biden came into office, our country was facing overdose death rates of 31% increases a year. Well, I have a lot of confidence in the data now that we have 8 straight months of falling numbers.
Office of National Drug Control Policy Director Dr. Rahul Gupta points to an increase in the providers who prescribe medications for opioid use disorder, a focus on making drug production and trafficking more difficult and time-consuming, and increasing the availability of the overdose-reversing drug naloxone. Laura Thurman of Bullitt County, Kentucky, has helped to distribute naloxone and raise awareness since losing her 23-year-old daughter Morgan Lewis to fentanyl nearly 3 years ago. She says Morgan made the choice to experiment with cocaine, not knowing it was laced with fentanyl.
If that was your child, you would Narcan them 100 times, because if they're not breathing, then they don't have a chance to be in recovery. And we need to give them those chances. And our children don't need to die from learning, from a mistake. They need to learn from their mistakes.
She believes parents sharing their own heartache are also helping to reduce overdose deaths.
I have met so many moms across social media that have lost their children, and they are getting into communities, getting into the schools, and telling about their children. And I believe when people hear a story and they see the mother's pain, it gets through to people.
Thurman says whether they have used a drug just one time or for the 1,000th time, everyone is worth saving. Erin Kelly, Spectrum News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your community, click the subscribe button here. You can also download the Spectrum News app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.